Today we will learn different embroidery stitches. For different types of embroidery stitches will cover different basic stitches. So today we will learn French knot. For making French knot, I have locked my thread onto the fabric. Now I am going to make French knot. For that I will take a stitch from the inside from the fabric, and then I will cover my needle. I will take 4 to 5 overlaps on the needle with the thread. Loosely, not very tight, relaxed, but not very loose that the thread will tangle up. In this way, I will take my needle up and this way I had made my French knot. I'll make one more French knot for you. Like this, I will take up in between the fabric, wrap the thread on the needle 4 to 5 times. Now I will take my needle up like this way, and now it's complete. So next we will make bullion stitches. For making a bullion stitch, I have locked my thread and then I will make the stitch inside the fabric. For making the bullion stitch, I will cover up my whole needle with the thread onto the needle. Loosely, not very tight, not very loose that the thread will tangle up. It gets tight, so for losing the thread, I'll make it up and then I will wrap it again so that the thread will get relaxed. Now I will wrap it again. Then I will shift my thread onto the thread to loosen my needle. Like this way, it will come up and go back down. See? I can free up my needle. Now I will try to take my thread up. This is my bullion stitch. With the bullion stitch, we can make different small roses onto the fabric for making the decorative embroidery stitches. Like this way. French knot is so short and bullion knot is long. Next, we will learn how to make the satin stitch. For satin stitch, I'll make a line because satin stitch is a filling stitch. For making the filling, I filled up this line. First, we will lock the thread into the fabric, and then we will fill up this fabric with the thread like this. We can fill up the entire area by using the satin stitch as required in our motif or design. Satin stitch can be done in two ways. Like this I am doing in front of you, and one more method is there, as that method is known as fulkare stitch. For Fulkari stitch, what we need to do is, I will show you. Now I will do Fulkari stitch. For the Fulkari stitch, what I will do, I will take the thread from the fabric and I will pass my needle here. It will not go at back. It will go like in small stitches on the back and fill up the front area, as it is used in Fulkari stitches. Like this. I can show you the difference. What is the basic difference between the sartan stitch and the Fulkari stitch? When I will revert my embroidery loop, you can see the difference between both the stitches. So I will revert it back. I will show you the back side. See, this is our sartan stitch and this is our Fulkari stitch. Here I don't have my thread here at the back, but it's in the front. Same. Now next stitch, what we will do, we will learn long short stitch. For long short stitch, what I have done, I had made 3 lines, like 1, 2, 3 and 4. I will fill up in the 3 lines. I will show you how we say it, why we say it long and short. Like first I will take the long stitch in 2 lines, then I will take the short stitch in 1 line, then again I will take the long stitch in 2 lines. Like if we are doing the shaded work with 2 different colors, light or dark, contrasting colors, we use for filling long and short stitch. We have to fill up the area but in different shades. Like when the filled area is large and we have to shade it fill it with the stitch and by using different colors, contrasting colors or lighter, darker shades, tones, like that. We'll use long and short. One small, one large, one long, one short. Like that we will fill it. So while I want to finish it off and I want to fill this area, what I will do, I will go on to that line like this. This is the long stitch. Then I will go to short stitch by starting the area. This will be long stitch for this line and short stitch start from this point. Like this I will cover up my design. You can see how the motifs are, the design is filled and the embroidery is made by making short stitches. See how beautiful it looks like, and it is filled. Cover up with the lazy daisy. Lazy daisy is used for making different petals in the flower. So for lazy daisy I lock my thread onto the fabric, and now I make it like a chain stitch. I start up with like a chain stitch, like I put my needle inside from the fabric and thread from below the needle, make a stitch and lock the thread here. From the same hole I will take my needle up in between. Then I will make a petal here. Like there are 5 to 6 petals in a flower, so we will make 5 to 6 stitches. From the same hole I will take the needle out again like this. Now again I will take the needle, thread below the needle behind it and make the stitch, lock it, and again from the same hole. Like this we can finish it up. We can complete the whole flower in the same color petals or in contrasting colors petals. We can use different colors. Like this. Now I can make my petal here. I can finish it up. I can lock my thread here. You can see my flower is ready.